Hello dissenters, my name is Italix and I am here today back in Banished, where in Boulderline we are working on the construction of a mine. We are 21% complete. Many of the resources are being brought forth in order to construct this mine so that we can start obtaining things like iron, things like coal, and adding those to our stockpile. Over here at the new quarry, we've still got a few people working here, including Linetti, the 58-year-old uneducated stonecutter. I think that the women work the hardest in this town. Not only do they bear all the children, they've come from very small means. You know, we only had a few people up to almost 50 now, but they also seem to do all of the hard labor. Maybe that's just me. Are there more? I wonder if there's a way to tell how many more men than women there are, or vice versa. Perhaps when we start enabling some statistics. Hopefully we'll find out. Anyways, what else is going on in this city? Well, it's not a city yet. In this town, we're going to do some construction on this square because I realized I have things set up in a way that I don't necessarily want them. So we're going to delete the town hall. Even though it has all these resources, you're probably screaming, Italix, please no, please don't waste all those resources. And I say, too bad. Actually, it's a funny thing. What happens when you destroy something that hasn't yet started construction, but it has all the materials or a lot of materials already placed down onto it? You actually get refunded for all those materials. So that's pretty cool. I enjoy the fact that those are not all gone and wasted. They just have to be moved to a stockpile, which is fairly close, fairly nearby. So I'm pretty happy about that. The plan that I have is to have this little area around the market designated for homes instead of immediately going into the town hall itself. So we're going to create a small road behind where the homes are going to go, and then the town hall will go out here instead. This way, the market will be surrounded by homes instead of simply on a couple sides. So it's just going to make it look nicer and also give the market more functionality because this is where all the citizens are going to go for their tools and various items that they're going to need throughout the day. Now, let's get some more people to start building some homes for us. Let's go ahead and unpause both of these, which we had previously ceased construction on, just so we can start hopefully getting some more people and a higher population, and then we'll eventually get some homes in here, and then the town hall will go up here instead. The homes are being constructed. We've already got the base, the foundation of one. The mine is still underway, but we apparently need some more stone, which we are going to have to gather from the quarry. However slowly that process may be. A merchant has arrived at the trading post. Ooh, I love the event log. I love that you can just look down here even and see if you want to. If you don't want to have the event log open, you can still be notified down below. Let's see what this merchant has for sale. Over in the trading menu, we'll be able to see that he has plums and chestnuts. Oh, how pleasant. I'm not sure that this is going to be a seed or not. I think this is just the good itself. I'm not sure if you can replant these or not because they are very cheap. They're only one a piece, and I think seeds are very expensive. So, unfortunately, not a seed merchant, just a food merchant by the looks of things. The nice thing about food merchants is you can trade your food for their food. So if I want to get rid of these fish have been sitting in this trading post forever. Let's be honest. So let's trade for a bunch of chestnuts. How about that? We're going to give them a bunch of rotten fish for these chestnuts, and we'll also trade some herbs. How about that? All right, so 50 herbs is going to put us up to 500 units. So let's get 200 plums as well. Why not take advantage of the trading while it's here? There we go. All right, we got rid of those nasty fish, and I also, of course, want to make sure that we don't put any more fish in this market. I think we've the traders are ahead of us right now. They're taking things to and fro. But that's going to be great. All right, let's dismiss this trader. We've already taken a lot of his goods. Make room for someone else to come by. So yeah, we got a little bit more variety of food now with the extra plums and the chestnuts. Hopefully my people appreciate that little bonus. Ooh, while I wasn't paying attention, the wooden houses have been completed and the mine is underway. We've got kind of a stone tower on the right-hand side with the mine shaft on the left being built, this giant rock formation. Very interesting, and I think this is going to share the same quality as the quarry in that it is a permanent structure that cannot be deleted. Once it's depleted, it just becomes a kind of a landmark in your town. Fortunately for us, as the mine nears completion, we do have a few extra laborers to assign to the mine, so we're going to use at least 2 of those to begin mining right now. So let's get 2 on the job, but we've already got the smokestack is working. The pollution in the town of Boulderline has increased twofold. Actually, there's a tiny bit of pollution with the fires going before, but now we've got smelting going on. I don't know what's going on inside of this room. No one does. I don't think you can see inside even if you try. Looks like we get to choose between iron and coal. Right now, iron seems to be of more use to us than coal. Perhaps we can have a second mine once we have a much larger population somewhere else around this mountain. But for now, we're just going to gather the iron. It looks like in the Forester's Lodge, we do have our maximum amount of logs stored, so we want to bump that up for sure. And we can even make possibly another woodcutter to start cutting even more firewood, which is going to be useful for trading in the future, so that seems like a good idea. In the resource production tab, we can grab the woodcutter, and I'm working on making this little chunk of land a little bit more symmetrical to match the other one, since it has kind of a chip on that left-hand side over here. I have the same thing mirroring it on the opposing end, and I think the woodcutter will fit nicely right here. I know that not all the arrows are going to be touching the ground, and it doesn't look necessarily even, but it is even with these gaps. So that's what you're going to have to keep in mind as it is constructed. Let's check on the sheepies. Check on the sheepies. That sheep is looking kind of small. Is he dying? Oh, the other sheep's over. There's 3 sheep now. Oh, brilliant. There was a sheep baby. And I am aware that the sheep, you only need 1 sheep in order to reproduce for whatever reason, but here in super realistic Italics land, we're making sure that we have 2 of each animal before. Oh, people are dying. Who died? Oh, Felicity has died, finally. I mean, not like, yes, oh, Felicity has died. I meant more like, I was expecting her to die. That sounded really terrible. I can't believe it, Felicity's finally died. Thank goodness. No, she was really old. This is probably her gravestone here because she was the oldest person in this colony. She probably grew over 75 years old, so that's going to be our new marker, because I think she was like 73 last time I checked in on her, so seems like a reasonable assumption. So graveyard starting to fill up, 4 graves already filled in. I like that there are different models for the gravestones just to give us some variety. Lots of things have been thought out by the developer, the one guy developer. I am impressed. It is a sad day of mourning for the town of Boulderline as Javante dies too. I was just gonna talk about Felicity, but Javante has really, apparently very rich and has totally outshined poor Felicity by getting the most lavish and ornate gravestone thus far. All the children all over the lands are paying respects to their elder. No laborer is available to replace Javante. That's not good. All right, since we have so much lumber, let's take off one of the Foresters just so we make sure we have at least 1 dedicated laborer. And people are dying left and right here. The graveyard's starting to fill up. Everyone coming here to make sure they don't get any more sad. Terrible, terrible, terrible day, terrible news. But we will move on. We will press on as the 2nd generation becomes the elders and the leaders of this town of Boulderline, as we have now exceeded 47 people. 10 children, guys. Just think of how many more laborers we're going to have here very soon. Have we made any warm clothes yet? Yes, warm coats. I'm jinxing everything. I was just talking about warm coats, and now warm coats are here. What can I talk of that's going to make something magically happen that's going to be amazing? I can't believe we haven't found 100,000 units of coal yet. Is that going to appear? Is that going to appear anywhere? No? Oh, you can't blame me for trying. I think it's time to start working on the town hall. So that's what we're going to do. Town services, get that town hall. We were going to push it back here because of the homes, if you recall. So this is going to be the new spot for town hall to overlook this town square beyond the houses into the marketplace. Looking good. All right, so that's going to be our newest project for today. We've got warm coats going in here, which is so exciting. People are already taking those and using them. So what that means is let's go ahead and get all of the hide coats into the trading post, since we're not making them anymore. Just kind of makes sense to stash them all. Everyone's dying. Maybe we need some more homes. I think it's not a terrible idea. Poor Isatina, the 60-year-old hermit, is just living by herself. I feel bad. Most of these homes do appear to be full, so I think it's a decent idea to go ahead and queue up at least 1 or 2 more. So let's get those working right now. Let's just go with 2 for the time being. We can fit a 3rd one here in the future. And I don't necessarily need to pause construction because they only take a few resources, so those will start being produced fairly quickly. And then eventually we'll get this market up, but the town hall is going to be the focus for now. Someone else is Isatina! No, I jinxed Isatina too! This is the Jinx episode! Oh no! Isatina was living here, and now Bevert and Nanetta, the 10 and 17-year-old, are living here. They just pulled the dead body out, put it in the graveyard, and now this, older sister is going to be taking care of who I can only assume is a male. Yes, Bevert, the poor student. Maybe it was their grandmother. Maybe Isatina was their grandmother, and now they're living in her home. They've inherited it. This episode should have been the one called Death Education, because there's so many more deaths now. I had no idea that this was going to be a thing where just everyone was going to keel over all at the same time. It was very, very sad day. This episode is going to have to be named The Jinx. Oh my goodness. The cuteness of this little baby sheep is too high. I know you can hardly see it, so enhance. Enhance some more. Check out these CSI techniques that I picked up on. I can't believe we got 4 sheep now. I wonder how much wool we're producing. It looks like 12 wool the previous season, so it's difficult to come by right now, but as we get more and more grown sheep, that number will increase. We can have up to 9 within this particular pasture, so that's great. Now, let's check out and see if any progress is being made on the town hall. Looks like we just need stone and iron, which is as difficult as always to get a hold of, probably because we are using it for tools, but we're at the tool capacity, right? Oh, we just don't have the materials. All right, let's just pause work on the blacksmith right now. We don't need the blacksmith to be making any more tools just yet. I'd rather use all the materials towards the town hall. It looks like we have a new trader. All right, please have something better than the last guy. What do you got to give me? More chestnuts! It's the chestnut and plum guy. I jinxed it again. I said hopefully better than the last guy, and it was the last guy. Just to speed up production even more, I decided to place a stockpile right next to the quarry so that the people working here and digging out all these rocks can just walk a few feet, place the material down, then the builders can take over from there, or laborers or whoever, and move it wherever it needs to go. So that should speed up production quite a bit. Hopefully the mine, I think, is close enough to this stockpile for it to not be necessary to make another one right next to them. And let's check on the town hall. We still need some iron, but the stone has been accounted for, thankfully, so we can lower the count of the stone cutters back to 3, perhaps, and add a fisherman back, because it seems that people are still dying. Tanjani, the forester, has died, and Nineveh, the fisherman. Well, we're still at 50 somehow, because more kids are being born, 13 children now, and we only got 2 foresters. Let's make another woodcutter because we have run out of firewood. That is unfortunate. So, okay. Well, still 0 laborers. Still very close to the town hall. I'm going to get this town hall built before this episode is over. Ooh, look, the town hall construction is begun. The foundation is here. This glorious stone structure is going up fairly quickly. We can speed this process up even more. We have a new laborer, so we got how many builders right now? Just 2? Let's add a 3rd builder just so we can make this structure go up. We also have one more house that we need to build. So one of these has already been completed, and the population should start increasing even further. 11 children still waiting in the wings to become laborers, so that's exciting. Look at all of these summer children that are being born. You summer child. Ali, Mikhail, and Stare. And goodness, this town hall has not changed a bit since I first started looking at it, but it's 99% complete, so it's about to pop into being here any second now. Come on. Builder, finish your job. It says 100%, but it's not done. There it is. Look at this beauty. Overlooking the town, looking snazzy. What can it... Look at all these menus. Oh my goodness, 41% of the town is educated, 100% are clothed. Look at these graphs and menus. And nomads. There are no nomads requesting citizenship. Interesting. We can trade seeds and livestock and see what we have. Amazing. I'm going to love poring over all of this detail. I'm so excited now. Anyways, guys, if you're enjoying this video and you want to see more Banished in the future, you want to see how we can put this town hall and all of its glorious information to good use, let me know by leaving a like on the videos that you enjoy. And of course, leaving your thoughts in the comments below. As always, I want to remind you to follow me on Twitter if you're not already. I like to respond to tweets and ask questions from time to time to get some feedback from you guys. That's a good place to communicate. So link to that in the description of this video, but my username is Italics. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Italics again, just in case you forgot already, and I will see you next time.